what's going on, Pokemon diehards? This is JoltyJohn13, bringing you another random top 5 Pokemon video. Today, we'll be looking at the top 5 best Pokemon TV show concepts. This list is specifically going to focus on Pokemon who have not gotten the episodic treatment. And so because of that, there'll be certain Pokemon not included. For example, on Dorkly's channel, there's a hilarious bit about good old Shuckle. It's hilarious, link in the description. But Shuckle's already had its time in the episodic sun. So sorry Shuckle fans, but he won't be on this list. I also envision all the Pokemon in these TV shows to speak English, a la Detective Pikachu. I likes me some dialogue. So if you only like your Pikachus to Pika, this might not be the list for you. But that's okay, we're gonna do it anyway. Number 5. Pokebabies, starring the Gen 2 baby Pokemon. In 2018, Disney Junior renewed an old 80s cartoon show called The Muppet Babies, which featured our favorite Muppets, Kermit, Miss Piggy, and the gang as infants. I think it would be really fun to take that same concept and apply it to Pokemon. Pichu would obviously be the Kermit leader role, Smoochum would be that annoying yet charming Miss Piggy character, Magby is the dopey comic relief a la Fozzie Bear, Cluff and Igglybuff could have that Scooter-Skeeter dynamic, the list goes on. And it doesn't have to just be limited to the Gen 2 Pokemon babies. Mime Jr. and Bonsly are just some of the examples of all the fun cameos that could happen on this show. I'm telling you, there's huge potential here. Number 4. Zorro, starring Zorro. With Disney entering the streaming medium with Disney+, one of the shows that they'll be featuring on their service is Loki. For those unfamiliar with this beloved anti-hero, Loki is a master of trickery and illusion in the MCU. And there happens to be a Pokemon with those same abilities, Zorro. One of the most unique and absolute kick-butt abilities in all of the Pokemon universe is Illusion, which not only allows Zorro to change its form into another Pokemon, but he can project those illusions onto anyone. Loki is so well loved by fans in large part to the depth and complexity of his character. And I think there's enough there that Zorro can be given the same anti-hero treatment and make an amazing TV show. Number 3. P1, starring Primeape and Incineroar. A friend of mine was on a DirecTV original series called Kingdom, which centered around the life of MMA fighters. It was dark, the stakes always seemed sky high, and the characters were incredibly compelling. And this brings to mind one particular Primeape Pokemon whose story was tragically cut short. That's right, I'm talking about Ash's Primeape. In the Pokemon anime, Ash's Primeape left to train with some dude to become P1 Grand Prix champion and was never heard from again. Methinks there's a story there. Can't you picture it? Primeape showing up at the gym for his first day of training, and across the way is Incineroar, and they lock eyes, and there's all this masculinity, and they're always fighting each other, but sometimes they're friends. Oh my gosh, it would be so compelling. Now this show would definitely be on the more mature side of television, but how amazing would a Pokemon MMA crossover show be? It's Primeape, it's Incineroar, they respect each other, but they hate each other. Oh, it's amazing! Number 2. Mini Bear Bears, starring Pancham, Teddiursa, and Cubchoo. There's a very obscure cartoon show called We Bare Bears, which centers around a brown bear, a panda bear, and a polar bear getting into all kinds of random shenanigans. And much like with the Muppet Babies, there happens to be 3 Pokemon that fit the We Bare Bears descriptions perfectly. That's right, Teddiursa, Pancham, and Cubchoo. I don't really have anything else to say about this one other than I came up with the concept a few years ago and now I have an excuse to share with the world. You're welcome. Now go check out We Bare Bears, it's fantastic. Number 1. New Squad, starring Wartortle. Yes, of course, I had to include the most obvious choice for a new Pokemon TV show. Who doesn't love the Squirtle Squad? Yet, instead of just saying Squirtle Squad and calling it a day, I wanted to take it a step further. What if we caught up to the Squirtle Squad years down the road when they're young adults? Or Wartortles, and we get a Friends New Girl coming-of-age comedy. We're not just talking about our 1 or 2 season stint anymore. We're talking about an 8-9 season juggernaut series. I mean, can you imagine Jake Johnson voicing a Wartortle serving at a bar raspberry juice? I'm sold. So what do you think? Would you watch these shows? Or would they get canceled after the first season? Let me know in the comments below. Also, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And feel free to share your $1 million ideas for TV show concepts in the comments below. Till next time, Poke Diehards.